Hello everyone, today's video we're looking at something rather special I picked up from eBay, and it's the Rock Lords Style Guide. And I saw this on eBay as a buy it now, and I wrote to the person and asked about the history of it, and he said his wife worked for Tonka in the 80s in the United States, and she had a few catalogues, but this was sort of the only one I was interested in. And yeah, it looks like it's to do with the movie from the 80s with the GoBots, so let's have a look. So there's the back of it. It's a bit battered, but it's not too bad for its age. And yeah, it was from so United States, 1986 it says there, so I'm sure that's when the film came out, 86, 87. So it's got descriptions of all the characters. Don't think there's as many of these produced. So it's got Rock Lords trademark, Rock Lords logo. The Rock Lords logo must not be altered in any way. It must only be used as indicated on the Rock Lords logo sheet. So that's saying about the trademark bit, which would be that. All about the copyright notices. I'll let you read the rest of it. I'll put it up close. Yes, this is a good bit of Rock Lords history. I just got into Rock Lords the last few years. I started actually round about when lockdown came in with COVID. So yeah, I bought a couple of the expensive ones, which I'm glad I did because they're even more expensive now. And I've nearly got a complete set. I've just got about 3 or 4 of the main expensive ones, which are stupid money. So I'm trying to pick them up when they come up on bids instead of buy it now, so I can get them a bit cheaper. But I've been buying doubles of them, so I've got one in the robot form and then one in the rock form. But anyway, let's do that. So I have actually not looked at this yet, so I will go through it with you. So there's the Rock Lords logo, which is there, and I take it it's got all the different colour schemes which have to be printed right. So yeah, this is the main logo on the front of the packaging. So it's very cool. So it's a nice bit of history to have. That's the black and white bit. Oh, and it's got a battle scene. I'll leave it on there so you can pause it instead of me reading it out. It's got the 2 main guys. I don't even know half their names yet. Magma, I know, which is him, the baddie, Telesivar, and cannot remember his name. Well, that's the Snarly Gnarlies. Luckily I've got all those now. Yeah, that's the front cover. Nothing on the back of that one. And it's got, oh, so that's the things that went in the shop, the hang display things. So maybe it's to do with must be to do with the movie and the figure release tie-in. That's very cool. I'd like to get hold of one of those. Nothing there. And then it looks like we go into the characters here. So it's got all the colour schemes. I'll take it what they had, which purples and greens they had to use for them. So it's got the bio of the character. So that's Crackpot. That's my stomach going. Yeah, so it's a really nice bit of Rock Lords history here. I remember a few years ago they had it was the last line of the Rock Lords figures that were unproduced, unreleased, and there was 3 of them, and they had them in America, and they wanted £1,000 each for them. I couldn't afford them. They were sort of the prototypes, and if I could have bought them, I would have done, but they disappeared. So I don't know who's got those now. They were like gnarlies, but bigger form, I think. Sort of cross between a gnarly and a rock. So that's Crackpot. And the back of it's got some of his different poses, I take it. Got his weapon there. He's quite an easy one to buy. He's quite cheap. Sticks and Stones, which is the double-headed one. Put it in closer so you can pause it and read it. He's quite cheap to buy as well. Seems to be the end line of the Rock Lords at the expensive, like most toys are. So that's that one. The back of him. Sticks and Stones. He's quite a cool figure. I think he's another baddie, I'm sure he is. And then we have Stoneheart. I'll put his bio up for you close so you can read it. Another villain there. He's quite easy to get hold of as well. There's another blue one that's quite hard to get hold of. I'm missing him at the moment. I think it's Spearhead. I need to get him with his weapon. So that's the back of it there. I don't know why I got into Rock Lords. Must have been a lockdown moment. Well, I've never been into them before, and I've collected toys since the 70s, so very strange. And then we have the Stone Wing, which is the one of the vehicles. I thought it was a good vehicle, but it's I think it's a bad vehicle because it's got magma in it. I never knew that. I picked this up from a toy fair a few months ago. I got it really cheap. It's about £15, but the other one is quite expensive. Looks like a big turd when it's in that form. There's the back of it. It's basically the same picture there, just black and white. And we have Pulver Eyes. There's the bio. Take it he's a good person. And the back of it. Next up we have Marbles, one with a massive head, very googly eyes. There's the bio. Second in command, the Rock Lords. He's quite easy to pick up. Must be from the film because I just saw the one of the crystal ones there. That's Marbles. Next up we have Solitaire. She's the only female Rock Lord. I know she's played by Margaret Kidder, who was Lois Lane in the 70s Superman movie. And random fact, one of my old friends, his next door neighbour used to be, her surname is Kidder, and one day she said to me, my aunt is Margaret Kidder from Superman. It was very, very strange. Yeah, so it's quite a cool thing to know. Now at Solitaire, she's quite expensive to buy, especially a sword. I've got her with a sword, but I need another one just on her own now, so I can have her in rock form. And there's the black and white picture. Then we've got Tombstone, shot of him there. Second in command to Magma. There he is. He's quite cheap to get hold of. I see Rock Lords have been going up in price the last year or so, especially the combiner one. And there's one of the bolder ones, the round ones that pop open. I've yet to get him. He's really expensive. Stupid money. He's a, I think it's a European variant, so I've only seen him once on eBay. So that's Tombstone. Then we've got a Gnarlyphant. I think there's 8 of these. I think the first series are quite cheap, but it's the last 4 that are gone up in price. So I take it this Gnarlyphant is the Snarf or the T-Bob of the Rock Lords. I suppose a Nugget would be that actually. So that's Gnarlyphant. There's a shot of it there. Next, Brimstone. I know he's a villain. There's the bio. I think he's got to be one of the cheapest to get. I always see him come up on eBay with his axe. Nice colours on him. That's Brimstone. Oh, Gnarly Hog we have. Okay. There's the Gnarly Hog. There's his bio. Can't be many more left. Rock Pot. Also, it says the good person's vehicle. I did not know that. I thought it was the other way around. This vehicle's quite expensive to get hold of. Doesn't come up that much on eBay. Yeah, and it's quite big as well. It's a bit of a pain to display. I suppose I will get it eventually, but not in a great hurry. But so you don't see it as much as the other one. Now I know it's the good person's vehicle, not the bad. So it's just the black and white shot of it there. Then we've got the Nugget, who I was talking about a minute ago. I think he's played by someone famous as well in the movie. Is it Roddy McDowall, guy from Planet of the Apes? I know he plays someone. He's quite hard to get hold of without being chipped. Him and the other silver one. I can't remember the bloody name now. But yeah, they're easy to get, but they always the paint's come off them, so you end up paying up for a nice version of it. There's Boulder, the main guy, the superhero of the team. Not superhero, the leader, that's the word I'm looking for. That's Boulder. He's dashing. He's quite easy to get hold of. Boulder. Gnarly Gator next. I think he's one of the easier ones to get of the Snarlies. He's quite cool there. There's a squirrel out my window, if you're wondering what that scratching noise is. A slime stone, that's the other silver one. It's hard to get in a good version of because he's always chipped. So there's his bio. He's a villain. See him all the time on eBay, but not in good shape. Limestone, the back of him. I think they would have put them in the rock form actually. It's only got to be a couple left. Squirrel. Gnarly lizard there. Take it he's one of the bad guys. So the only cartoons they did of Rock Lords, they did the movie with the GoBots, which you can buy on VHS. I don't think it's actually out on DVD, but you can see it on YouTube. I've got a copy of it. And then they did a Japanese cartoon, which is very strange. It's got where Boulder is like there's loads of different ones of him. He's like a troop builder person. He's like their infantry, but it's very strange. I've not watched it much of it yet. And I think they did a comic insert in 2000 AD, the British comic. I think that was just GoBots actually. There might be some Rock Lords in there, but there's not much GoBots Rock Lords stuff around really. So it's quite easy to complete compared to some of the other lines like Transformers and Turtles and that. Just got to have the money to buy the expensive bits. That's Magma. That's the villain, the main villain. He was played by Telly Savalas, who was Kojak, which I'm old enough to remember. And there's the back of him there. So there it is, there's the Rock Lords style guide catalogue, which was from the main Tonka factory. Nice bit of Rock Lords history here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're a Rock Lords fan, it's nice to share with people. And yeah, I'll see you soon for some more videos. Bye.